let's restock the yarn wall. I don't know if I filmed the video yet or not. I haven't as of yet. But I did really well at our event in September, Buggy Days. So, because of that, I'm able to restock. I was able to do a big yarn restock. None of this is like sponsored or anything. I'm not big enough for that. But I ordered a bunch of yarn, and I figured while I unpack it and try to like put it on the wall and all of that, maybe I'll show you and also talk about like some patterns I do with it. So this will be an unbox yarn with me, but it'll also be patterns I like to use for my yarn. And a lot of them are free patterns, which is even better. So yeah, let's start off with a little bit of a difference from what I usually use. And I hope this is the right one. It is. I got this little bunny brand. I had some of it already. Like you can see it in the pink up there. And I'd used it, but I didn't like anything I was making with it. So I hadn't bought it. But you saw it in the last video that I posted. I missed a week. Sorry. I just got back from Italy like a week and a half ago. But yeah, I used these to make the sleeping duck, and those sold faster than any of the other sleeping animals. So I bought it in a bunch of colors to make. I don't even know if this is all the colors. I think it is. I bought it in a bunch of colors to make the sleeping flamingo, the sleeping duck, the sleeping goose, and the sleeping mallard. So the pattern is right here. It is a free pattern. I talked about it in my pattern video. And honestly, I think it's one of my new favorites. I think it's very versatile. I can make any type of bird. I want to see if I can make it into like a peacock. So we'll see. To be determined. But let me put these up there. I need to get more hooks for this wall because some of it, like, it's really funny actually. So a lot of them, or some of them are on hooks, like these little like pegboard hooks. It's like these kind. But I actually don't have enough hooks. So a lot of these are just balanced on other ones, which gets chaotic when it gets low. Maybe this doesn't look low to you, but it was getting pretty low. It makes it kind of difficult when I need to put things in specific locations, but I kind of do the rainbow wall still, but honestly, I don't stress myself out over it because I don't have time to. It's out of frame, so you can't tell that my office is a disaster. Like, I never finished cleaning it. Before we left, it's bad. It's bad. So maybe I'll force myself to do it in a video so then I feel more obligated. I don't know. First thing I want to do, I think, is organize this, because I feel like once I organize this sit-in shot, kind of is. It's got two sets of drawers. Once I organize that, I feel like I can utilize it better. Right now, I just feel like it's holding a bunch of junk, which isn't good. Put that right there. And I only got one of these. No, I didn't. I got two. Just kidding. And then so the next set of these is the same yarn I'm always buying. So it's the Parfait Chunky. It's my favorite type. It's what I use for all of my amigurumis. But I got blue, or I'm sorry, I got what? I got pink of two different kinds. I'll be using this either for an axolotl pattern or for the sleeping flamingos. I think the main thing I got it for was the axolotl pattern by Crochet by Jenna, because those always sell out. I made 20 for this past event and I sold all 20. Not all of them were pink, but a lot of them were. I restocked on that for axolotls mainly. Obviously, I might make other stuff with these. That's the plan when I initially buy them. And I try not to buy colors I don't have a plan for. That doesn't mean I don't just buy random colors because I think they're pretty though. Let's get that right. Okay. Now see, going into that, I got these blues. This one I always use for blueberries, though I feel like I won't be making blueberries. I feel like it's almost out of season. But then I also have this blue. I don't think I had a plan for this blue. I think this was one of I just liked it. But it could be good for peacocks or birds or triceratops. Blue triceratops are always popular. Actually had a mom ask me because I was out of like stereotypical boy colors. And she was like, "Do you have any boy colors?" I was like, "No." Well, I didn't say no because to me it's like color is color. But I was like, I just have the pinks and peaches and purples, whatever I had left. And then I got orange. The orange will mainly be like accent colors. So like the beaks on the birds. It's mainly beaks on birds is what I end up using. Now I got two. I'll use it. I also probably will use it for like dinosaurs, axolotls. I use it for the antennas. Is that what they're called? I don't know. But yeah, so I'll use it for like axolotls, triceratops, dinosaurs, all of that. I'll throw them on the screen if I think of them. Oh, we had another blue. Wow, I must have really liked this. Why did I buy two of this blue? And then I got a bunch of green. Is this emerald? Yes. So I use this for my chubby frogs. I also use it for my pickles. I don't have a pattern for the pickles, but I'm sure I'll find one. I just freehand my pickles. But yeah, this will mainly be used for pickles. I'll also use it for anything leafy or anything like that. Like when I make my hanging frogs, I'll use it for the lily pad base. Oh, and then I got a different green. Have I had this one before? No, so this is like Premiere released like more colors. I wanted to see it. So I got this green for more frogs. Let me show you like a comparison because it kind of looks the same. So like this is the emerald and that's the green. So yeah, you can really see the difference side by side. I think it'll be cute. I think it'll make a cute variation of frog colors. And that probably will be what I use this for, but also I might do variation of pickles too. Though I like to keep the pickles the same color sometimes. Ooh. You can hear my junk. Ah. And then we got some lime, or is it key lime green? Yeah, key lime green. So I use this mainly for my frogs. I'll also use it for like dinosaurs. Definitely for green axolotls. I'm just saying a lot of the same patterns. I do apologize, but that is what I'll use it for. But yeah, this is my main color for frogs. Okay, you can just sit back there. Now I do have some extra large yarn of this color. I don't think it's gonna fit where it needs to fit, so I'm not rearranging for that. Then we got a bunch of chicken nugget colors. Love it. Classic. Obviously I can use this for other stuff too. Like it's really good for the mallard, sleeping mallard. But I will be mainly using this for chicken nuggets as holiday season's coming. I don't know if it'll do as well as last year, but last year my dino nuggets did really good on Etsy. So I always want to make sure I have that in stock. And I actually was getting pretty low and didn't realize it. So it's the perfect time to order. Okay, and then I got a ton of white because I always go through white. White is like the base of everything. I use white for my onigiri pattern, not my pattern. I use white for the onigiri pattern for any of my sushi. I use it for my mushies. What else? I mean, literally anything. My geese. Like white is endless. I never actually have enough white. And I actually want to try to make my little mushroom guy, but smaller to try to sell them. Because right now, that big mushroom guy, the amount of time he took, I wouldn't sell him. I had a lot of people ask at my events, but then they'd kind of like you would see it in their eyes, or they'd be like, "Holy crap!" when I would tell them the price. So I'm gonna try to make little ones. We'll see when I have time. I feel very chaotic lately, so we'll see. Okay, and then I have this like beige tan color. I use this for chickens. I don't have a pattern for chickens. I just freehand them, but I'll see if I can find a free pattern. I'm sure I can. Yes, I use this one mainly for chickens. There's not much else I really use that for, I feel like. It's just not really like... Oh, you know what I also use it for? My capybaras, and I haven't made them in a while, and I need to. And my cats. I use them for my cats too. Okay, I lied. That's like 3 patterns. Okay, and then we have brown. Is this the same? Yes, it should be. Yeah, so I have a bunch of brown, again, for chickens, cats, dogs. Now I've started doing the puppies. The puppies did really well at this last event. I mean, I'm sold out of puppies and kittens, so they're always a bestseller. So yeah, and I'll use this, if I didn't say it, I'll use it for my chickens, anything like that really, but those are the main things. And then I got one dark gray, I guess because I already had one. No, I did. I have one somewhere, maybe, or maybe I just don't use it a lot. But I got one dark gray. That's gonna be for kittens, chickens, puppies, whatever I feel like using it for. It's just good for like a neutral animal color. If I make any possums like I've been wanting to do, maybe I'll do it for that. We got some more blues. So this one will be a good like dino nugget, or not dino nugget, a good dino color, but also maybe like a penguin if I have any patterns for that. Whales. Blue is just always nice to have. And as you can see, actually, I don't really buy blue a lot apparently, so I need to buy more. I surprisingly go for the cooler or the warmer tones, which I didn't realize was that bad. And then I also got this mint color. Love it. I honestly got this just because I love it, but I'm going to use it for axolotl colors. So mint and then probably like that emerald green. I'm kind of running out of space. And then finally for this type of yarn, I got some black. I had some rolls already, so I didn't want to overdo it, but I mean, I use black for everything. Cats, onigiri, any accent things, blackbirds, chickens. Though actually, I don't make that many black chickens. I should make more. Okay, and now we're moving on to the parfait extra large. So bought a decent amount of this. I'm gonna make another chubby frog in bigger size because it's sold at Buggy Days, which is cool. I like to only keep like one large item like per thing at a time. So like one chubby frog, one chubby dino nugget. Otherwise it takes up a lot of my space. Let's see, will this fit? Barely. Whatever. That, if you're OCD, I'm sorry you're watching this, honestly. Actually, I'm gonna need to move that because the orange. Is that gonna fall though? No, okay. Okay. And then we've got that beige color in chunky. This will be used to make cats and dogs, 100%. Like, I don't really use it for anything else. Did I not get more dumpling color? Oh my god. I've got to order more dumpling color. That's my only skein left, and my dumplings sold really decently. So, yeah, I gotta get more dumpling color. I thought I ordered more, but maybe I looked at my wall and saw 3 and was like, that's plenty. It's not plenty, guys. It's not plenty. I think I might have one more skein like in my bag, but one skein makes about 5 dumplings, so that won't go that far. And then I got dark brown. This will be for cats and dogs, pretty much. I mainly buy this thick yarn for cats and dogs. How many times will I kick the same box? And then I got like this lighter color brown for cats and dogs. Like, what? Do I make other things? I feel like I've named like 5 patterns. But I promise, I make more than that. Oh my god, my husband is listening or watching a horror movie, and I just heard the scream, and it scared the hell out of me. Okay. Then we've got black. Again, same old, same old. Dogs and cats. Where the heck this is gonna fit, actually, I can't tell you because I don't have hooks down here. So we're just gonna shove it in here. I was saving this for the white, but the white might have to go elsewhere. Okay, and then we've got a dark gray. Cats and dogs. Same old, same old. I'm not gonna say it again, but I probably will actually. I kind of want to make a large chicken too. I just think it'd be kind of cute. Orange for our ginger cats, and white for white cats, or a mushroom guy, but probably cats. Oh no, hang on, I gotta put the base down for you. Okay, and that is the wall refilled. Thanks for unboxing it, because I've had this box for 3 days and I've been lazy. Actually, I've been lazy to film this video, but whatever. But cool, that's this whole box emptied. Now I have a good box to save for if I ever have a big wholesale order. Love that. We love reusing. But anyways, thanks. I'll have all of the patterns I mentioned linked below, and come back next Thursday. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.